Who's next?
Cancer.
Cancer.
The crab.
The crab.
Yeah.
I don't know much about cancers. I don't think I've ever dated one.
Are like creatures of habit.
Aquarius and Cancer, no.
No.
Yeah, they don't get along.
Okay, like let's say that you date this girl and she goes, I'm a Cancer, and you're like, okay, well, what's your perfect date? Staying home.
Yeah. Homebodies.
Ordering in.
Yeah.
And then we watch Netflix. And then we cuddle.
Ordering in.
Yeah.
Netflix then cuddle.
And I'm going to cry probably a lot during that movie.
Yeah. That's Cancer. So I don't think that Aquarius would be attracted
I've never
to
dated
that.
a Cancer.
No, but they're homebodies and they're
Yeah.
creatures of habit. Like the relationships they are in, they'll be in for a long time.
Serious.
The job's a long time. Yeah, they're very emotional. They're actually, they say, the most intuitive sign of everything in this, everybody in the zodiac. Cancer, and I think Pisces is second.
Ask my friend what
But-
her husband
I can see
is.
Cancer being the most intuitive because Pisces will factor in everything from outside of them.
Okay.
Like they don't have a good screening. Like if I was a Pisces, I could probably feel, if you were mad at me, I would feel that. And I'd be like, what am I supposed to do? You're mad at me.
Okay.
But like a Cancer can actually like stop it, feel it like in their gut, and then make like a judgment based on that.
Okay.
Like their own perception.
Like she's mad at me because of this.
Yeah, like their own internal like feelings. And what Cancers do is they actually like shut down. So you'll know if a Cancer's mad at you or upset because they internalize everything. They'll just go inward. Like a crab, and they'll just stay inside and like bury themselves.
Yeah, and some of them can have a
home.
mean side. Because I dated one because a lot of them, like a lot of Cancer girls that I know are very, very sweet. Like my sister's a Cancer, my grandmother's a Cancer, like everyone loves them. And that the guys, I knew like two that I had dated that were like same way, like everyone loved them. He was like Mr. Personality at work, but when he would get drunk, he was like a mean drunk. He had like a mean side that come out. Sometimes they have some mean in them. That can come out. Because a friend of mine, I said that to her. I said, you don't seem like you have a mean side. And she goes, oh, I do. Yeah,
You'll
they
just see
admit
it at
that.
home.
You have to like push them or something to get that mean streak to come out.
It's just
Cancers, and
they're sensitive.
They're sensitive, so like you'll probably offend them without you knowing it.
Yes, yeah.
Interesting.
In the bedroom, I don't know how they are because like never been with a Cancer, but
That was the one that we could go at the same time. Yeah.
the Cancer guy. Oh, because he was so into you, like
He was intuitive. He knew when I was about to go.
like but he was into pleasing you.
Yeah.
Like, into like
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're very caring and nurturing.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all about family.
That's well, I know if I ever meet one, a runner, be like, sorry.
No, I'm going to give you to another water sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
No
Cancers
crabs for you.
and
That
Cancers
ain't
date
gonna
each
work.
other a lot too.
Oh, they do?
They play
Because
find each other.
they're so much alike.
Cry all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
next up is Leo. Dun, dun, dun.
What's up with Leo?
Dun, dun, dun.
Leos are very shy.
Star of the show.
Aren't they very giving too? Like I've dated one Leo.
Yes, they're like shopaholics.
Yeah, they're very giving.
So Jennifer
and
Lopez
generous.
is like the epitome of a Leo, right? It's
J.Lo's a Leo, Madonna's a Leo.
Yeah, very
so
giving.
they're showstoppers.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
They're over the top. They're dramatic. They're just like larger than life. They love the spotlight. Like,
Yeah.
if anyone says, what are the top 3 fears? Like death, a speech, right? And something else. Like Leos love to give like a presentation.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Who loves that?
I know. Leos love to give a
Yeah, but they do
presentation.
love to spend.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they're luxurious. So it's like the sign of luxury. It's like you're gonna
know
see a
that.
Leo wearing all designer, like head to toe, and they're like they like to live a very lavish lifestyle. Like think of like a royalty.
Mm-hmm.
Like they,
Those are
they
Leos.
like
Leos
nice
are actually good with
things.
Aquarius. So my stepmom's a Leo. My dad's Aquarius. They were together 22 years. Because my dad was just like a sweet romantic who was just like, sure, I'll buy you whatever you want. And because like he was like there was so much passion there. Because like fire sign, very passionate. And he was with the Gemini before too. And I think that
Gotcha.
was just like a lot of air. Got a little stagnant.
Well, and if he
needs some spice.
like fawned over your mom too.
No, not my mom. They weren't married. No, his first wife was Gemini. Stepmom, Leo.
Who's the Leo? Oh, the Leo. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, they like attention, and they like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I'm
fun.
sure they're they're also really good in the bedroom.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Oh,
She's from Sweden too.
Like that's their thing. Like
Yeah.
probably like
My dad used to
that's
tell
their
me that about like that was why he was with my stepmom because of his sex life, and I was like, Dad, I don't need to know that.
I can
TMI.
see that being like their stage,
Uh-huh.
like a performance, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm a Leo, I'm gonna perform.
Because I think
Yeah.
as they get older, as that went, the marriage went. You know, I think that was the one thing that really kept them together was you know that fire. Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah, they're but yeah,
Learned
they're
a lot
big spenders.
today about the Zodiacs.
Yeah, that's a good one for you. I don't know much about Leo men other than they're just like moody.
Yeah.
No, they're also like loyal too. Like
Yeah.
Leos have a lot of like positive like traits.
Yeah, I always say, "Where's my Leo man?" I feel like that's gonna be like my
Is that
He's
on
like
your list,
your-
Libra and a Leo?
Yeah.
It is?
A Leo is gonna be like your gladiator. Like think of like a gladiator.
Yeah.
Like who's just gonna like save you, or probably like a knight on a horse, on a white
Okay,
horse. Yeah,
I'm waiting for
maybe Aries will be your gladiator, caveman. Like,
No, no,
warrior.
I don't want Aries.
I've gone wrong.
I know.
No Aries.
I know. Well, next up is Virgo. Virgo's a fun one.
Oh my God.
They're like the have you dated
Oh,
Virgos?
no.
Yes.
Oh, how'd that
Couple of
go?
Virgos, not good.
Really?
Nah, because they want
They're
to
the
check in
virgin.
every second and they want to know your whereabouts.
Micromanage.
Every single one of them.
How are they in the bedroom?
Bedroom was great.
Yeah, I would imagine that. But they overthink everything, right?
But like every second, like, that's how they are. I don't want, because one of my best friends is married to one. I don't want to say too much,
Yeah.
but
That's okay. I mean, it can be your experience.
But
with one.
yeah, the two I've dated. Oh my
They
God.
can be critical too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Of, like everything.
Yeah.
She was just too. And you know how Aquarius are. We don't like to be held down or locked down or controlled. And
Yeah.
she would, it almost seemed like she would check in just so that I can check in. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like purposely check in so that I can. I'm like, you don't have to call me every time you leave a training session.
Right.
Or let me know that you're about to, I'm good. Like go
I
about your day.
I think Virgo men are like romantics from what I've seen. The Virgo women can be a little nuts, but they kind of hide it well. You know, like I don't know if you know Fiona Apple, but she's like bonkers. Like her, if you listen to her lyrics, it's like she'll burn your house down. Like she's crazy. But it's funny because my older sister is a Virgo, and she's like, when you meet her, like she's awesome. She's so laid back. She's chill. She seems so cool.
Like surface cool.
Yeah.
Like a
But she analyzes, right? And so when I found out like my ex was with someone new and I was really upset, and she goes, Rachel, when I thought my ex-husband was cheating on me, I called my best friend. I said, bring your car to my house and wear all black. And I was like, what did you do? And she goes,
What
we
the
parked
hell?
outside of his work and we followed him.
and
And because
actually that makes sense because they're like the fact finders. Like they like to investigate, they like to
Yeah.
analyze. So it's
Yeah.
all like part of like the bigger scheme.
Yeah.
Like let's gather the facts so that we can make a good call on this. Like let's not just work off of our emotions.
loopy.
Let's
Yeah.
get
But
some,
even
like,
like,
evidence.
but we'll go out to dinner and she's like, what do you think about this table we're sitting at? I'm like, what's wrong with the table? It's going to fall apart. And she's like, do you want to sit over there? Is that table better? Like she thinks about
yeah.
everything, you know? It's interesting.
Is a Virgo a good sign for Aquarius?
No.
I
No.
don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
No. But I did know a Virgo.
Never worked right.
I did know a Virgo Aquarius couple that lasted a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think you guys do both, like, you're both relationship people, you know, and you'll stay in something.
Oh yeah, Virgos are definitely relationship people.
Yeah.
They're actually called like the fixer of the zodiac. They like
Okay.
to fix things so that it's like people's problems or
Mm-hmm.
they just like to make stuff better.
And
or
they're perfectionists, yeah. Because
they
they're
have
like
OCD,
obsessive compulsive.
They like to clean things. They have really good hygiene. So
They're really good hygiene.
That's good.
they're always about like continuous improvement too. So like if you're my person, then I always want the best for you and I want to make you better.
Okay.
So it's like if you gave me a job, what you should do if you go out with a Virgo, give them a job. Give them like a task to do.
Oh, okay.
Clean my bathroom.
They'll love it because that's what all their energy will go.
Oh.
So when she was texting you to say like checking in, you should be like, "Hey, how about that dry cleaning that I told you to pick up?" Right?
Funny.
I want
That's
you
good
to
to know.
love jobs.
Oh my God.
And then they're being
That's
productive.
so
So you
funny.
just use that to your advantage.
Yeah, she would let
Right?
me know every
Reverse
moment and
psychology.
expect me to know. And then when I went to Cuba, she got mad because I wasn't staying in touch. I'm like, there's no Wi-Fi. I'm in Cuba. You had to go to like a certain, and even when you bought the card, it would last like maybe 1 or 2.
She's probably on your social
calls
media
and that's
stalking
it.
and seeing if you're really in
I'm
Cuba.
like, what do you mean? I'm in Cuba. You couldn't even get Wi-Fi.
So she didn't know how to switch gears. Like that was her mode of communication. And when that was not available, she didn't know how to adapt or to adjust.
Oh, not at all.
So like they're very rigid.
Yeah, not at all. She had a problem.
Yes.
I'm like, come on, man.
No fun. So if you're having a party, I would not invite a Virgo.
Unless it's a cleaning crew.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless there's a
crew.
crime scene or it's a cleaning party.
But my sister is good, like when I need to talk about stuff, because she's already been through everything, and she's like crazier than I am, even though she hasn't seen it. Like we both seem so laid back and cool, but like she'll be like, Rachel, I parked outside of my ex's house all night and followed him, and I'm like, oh, thank you, I'm not that crazy.
So that's even like OCD to say that, like, just to be like so obsessed with somebody that you're gonna like go the extra mile.
They're all a little like
it's like a duck treading water. You know, you can only see the duck on the surface, but underneath it's like analysis paralysis.
Wow.
Nonstop.
All right. Next up is Libra.
That's you.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know what to say about my own sign.
And you know what's funny? I've never dated a Libra, and I never.
I've dated Aquarius. It actually.
I know, and I never
worked.
knew that was on my list.
But you know what's funny? It worked, but it worked until it didn't, because he was actually the more monogamous one. Like he wanted to be together all the time, and I think he was too needy for me.
And Aquarius are usually not needy. That's what's interesting.
No, I disagree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I've heard the same thing.
Yeah.
That Aquarius are needy or not?
Not.
Yeah, I've never been a
they're
needy
not. But
person.
think of our friend who's always texting us to go out.
Okay.
I mean, like, you know, we have friends that are that sign that are, you know, always.
And actually, I have a family member who's an Aquarius, and they are like, they're more like a Cancer. They're just like stable, like relationship bound. Like, I don't know. I feel like Aquariuses are kind of like, just like. I call them. Wait, why are we talking about Aquarius? We're supposed to be talking about Libra.
Because we're talking about how I never knew that.
Like,
I never knew that Libra was a good match for me. I've never dated a Libra. Never.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
well, wait. We'll get to Aquarius because they're second to last.
So it's
Right.
Libras.
We like balance. We don't like things being unfair. It bothers us. We're I don't know. We're kind of chill. We're pretty laid back. We're usually creative.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know.
I think the worst thing to do to a Libra would be like to publicly like make a scene or like humiliate you.
Oh, we hate confrontation.
In public though.
Oh, because we're about image?
Well, no, like you don't want any like drama. You don't want attention to you because of something bad, like out in public. Like that would
I'm hearing a lot of stuff that Aquariuses are like too, though. That's probably why we get along.
Yeah.
What?
Air signs.
Everything you're talking about, it sounds like an Aquarius.
Well, Libra men, I cannot figure out. And this is like, as I always say, Aries guys always like me and never like them. I always like Libra guys and they never like me. And I'm like, what do you mean? We're the same sign. But Libra guys are like bad boys. Like they're like the dark, mysterious guy that like you just can't figure out. And then it's funny. And like, we're very indifferent. Like we're kind of wishy-washy. Like I've had a lot of Libra guys and I'm like, one day I think he's into me, the next I don't. And then I like bumped into one with a girl and I was like, he's with her. Like,
but I think that's their MO too. They don't ever want you to know that they're into you.
Okay.
I think that's like
because I do that too, but mine is more like fear of rejection.
Well, theirs could be that too. It's like a game. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I like you, but I kind of don't want you to know I like you because I still have like the upper hand. Yeah. Like even if it never goes anywhere. Like
yeah. I think we're pretty, like for the most part, pretty easygoing though. I don't really have a lot to say about Libras because I think it's hard to like see yourself. Mm-hmm. You know,
I've never dated one, so I don't have no input on that.
You'd be good with Libra too.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I read up. Yeah.
Libras are diplomatic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you could always have a conversation with a Libra, like no matter how, I guess, intense it is. I think a Libra is the one sign that you could be like, hey, I'm feeling this way, or like, what do you think about this?
And we won't make you feel stupid.
Yeah. And they'll be like, oh, okay. And they actually appreciate that because they'll kind of weigh it out and give you an objective answer, not subjective. So they'll be like, well, actually, maybe you should try this, or look at it from this view. You know what I mean? Like they're able to,
because we see both sides. And so I think we come across as two-faced a lot of times because I could talk to one person and be like, oh my God, I know where you're coming from. But then I talk to the other person. I'm like, well, I know where you're coming from too.
Which is both true.
Yeah.
Like they do see all sides.
Right.
Like it's the scales. It's like a lawyer, like justice, right?
Yeah.
So they just before they make a decision or before they rule anything in or out, they want to hear everyone's side.
See.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
see.
They're like the mediator of the zodiac.
Oh, interesting.
Think of it like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They want everyone to get along.
Yeah.
Got
Because
you.
it makes them feel uncomfortable when other people aren't getting along.
Getting along.
So not
Okay.
only like when they don't get along with somebody, but when if we got into a fight, like it would be really uncomfortable
Oh, I hate
for like the
yeah.
Libra.
I hate,
Right.
I hate confrontation. I cringe.
Like, what do I
Right.
do with
Makes
you
me
two?
so uncomfortable. Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's why I can't date like Gemini men, even though we're supposed to be compatible, because like they would try to fight with me all the time, and I'm like, no, I don't want that in my
yeah,
relationship.
that's not my.
No. But then it's like, but then I've dated the non-confrontational like Capricorns who can't communicate, and I'm like, well, that doesn't work either, because like you need some sort of confrontation and communication there in relationships, you know. So if somebody shuts down on me, that doesn't work either. So
Interesting.
need a happy medium.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up is Scorpio. Imani, I know you have something to say about Scorpio.
What's the Scorpio thing? Because they're so freaky.
Have you been through every
That's the
sign?
sexual. No.
No, you and I talked about Scorpios when we first met, because I think you had dated one.
Yeah. Oh my
Because they're very
God.
sexual, like sex is their power.
Yeah, everything's about sex with them that I've dated. They love sex, like every single. Is that the most sexual zodiac?
Yes,
Like,
that's their sign, is sex.
Yeah, that's like a stereotype. So like Scorpios are like power and sex.
Yeah.
You can use
Yeah.
those two terms too.
yeah.
Define them.
And very like if you're supposed to be with them, very like passionate about it and controlling in that relationship.
They have to have the upper hand.
Yeah, they
always-
like,
they
and the
have
minute you cross them, it is a wrap. Like,
Oh, if you cross the Scorpio, like
They'll burn your house down.
Oh, yeah.
there's vengeance.
oh, I know.
And you're gonna know about it.
Yep.
That's the sting.
I've experienced
So
it.
they're a Scorpion.
Yep,
They're
I've
gonna
experienced
sting you.
it. They
Yeah.
are something
And
else.
they're ruthless too.
Yep.
Like they will seek vengeance and retaliation.
Yep, I've experienced it.
Scary.
Yeah.
And they're loyal too. So like
Yeah.
I have a friend who's a double Scorpio. Her sun and rising are both Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
And if I get in a fight with somebody, she's like, I got this. Like she'll go tell that person off. I don't even have to do anything. And then
Yeah.
years later, if I forgive that person, we're friends again. She's like, no, I'm not.
still mad at them.
I'm not forgiving them.
That's how
they don't forgive.
Yeah, they
They're
don't
She's like,
forgive.
you can forgive her. I'll never forget what she did to you.
They
Oh,
don't
yeah.
forgive. It's crazy. What's up with the Scorpios with that?
Like grudges.
I don't know. They're
They're
really
intense.
intense and like they're intense, but they also can like they can recreate themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So like if they need to, like if there's a situation where they need to, if they're stagnant in their life, they'll actually like recreate themselves. They're really good at that. So they'll figure out what's wrong and they'll fix it and then they'll pursue like a new path.
Mm.
So they'll get stuck, but then they'll not recreate, but
Yeah, but the sad thing is, I feel like Scorpios, they do want that love and that commitment, but they're so all about like power and having control of their
that
relationship.
it gets in their way.
Yeah, it gets in their way. It kind of scares people away, I think. Because if they feel like somebody else is starting to get the upper hand, they're like, screw you, I'm going to break up with you, you know, just to get that power back. And so they kind of shoot themselves in the foot, I think. a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they're so stubborn that they never look back. So it's like if I'm a Scorpio and I break up with you over something stupid, like
Yeah.
just because my ego's so big, I'm never gonna be like, you know what, I'm sorry. They'll never apologize.
Yes,
Never
yes.
It's like,
come back.
you know what, I'm just gonna move on that.
Yeah.
He doesn't exist.
He
to me
messed
anymore.
up, yeah.
He doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh, wow.
Like you're just nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Scorpios are something
I
else.
know. Well, my rising is Scorpio, and I feel that sometimes. I still have people and I'm pissed off at. Like years later, I still fantasize about burning their houses down.
2010.
Oh my goodness.
Not that far back. Well,
my
next up is
goodness.
Sagittarius. I love Sagittarius.
Everyone likes a Sag.
Me too. That's
Yeah.
one of my best matches.
Yeah. That's right. Have you dated Sagittarius?
Mhm.
You have. How'd it go?
Doing good.
Why'd you break up?
I don't remember, but it wasn't because of that.
They
Yeah.
probably moved to another country.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be it.
That sounds like something.
Yeah,
They're
it
always,
wasn't
like,
because
on
we
the
weren't
go.
compatible. It was just something else. I can't remember now, but yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Always went well. Always got along.
Yeah, one of my best friends back home is a Sag, and I joke that like because Sages will talk to everybody, and honestly, I think they are the only sign out of the zodiac that they can really go with any sign. Because I know so many
Oh.
Sages, and it's like I'm dating a Cancer or I'm married a Virgo, and it's like, okay, how's that working? Like, good,
Yeah.
yeah, like they can
Yeah.
date anyone.
And if I say if you have a party, you need to invite a Sag. I would
Yeah.
invite a Sag, a Libra, probably an Aries.
The mediator,
Yeah.
Leo, they need to entertain.
Yeah, and a Leo.
And a Virgo to clean up.
Well, you don't invite the Virgo to the party, but you invite them the day after, right?
Oh, okay.
The cleanup crew.
Why Sag is so cool though? What's
Sag
up with
is
that?
like-
They
get
just
along
love
with
people.
everyone.
They have big personalities.
And they don't
Mm-hmm.
have any like, they don't have like a bad bone. You know what I
No.
mean? Like they're not malicious and they're just like innocent. Actually, I dated a
They
Sag.
are stubborn though. They don't like to admit they're wrong. I will say that.
Yeah, and they can be really scattered too. So that's like the drawback is I dated a Sag and he was just like all over the place. And he was Mr. Fun. So it was like when you have their attention, you have their attention.
Yeah.
But when they're away from you, they're away from you.
Right.
I would go to my friend back home
out
and
of
like
mind.
I would go to like meet my
That's
friend
tough.
back home. One of my best friends back home is a Sag, and like I would go meet her at the bar she worked at, and she would never hang out with me. It's like I'm here to meet you, but she'd be talking to everybody else. At the bar.
Everyone else.
And we went to Mexico for spring break. My pictures are like hot dude, hot dude. Hers is like with Rosa, the Mexican waitress at the resort. Pablo, our bartender.
Oh my
It's like not
God.
any of the guys we met. She was making friends with all the Mexicans. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was so funny.
Yeah, they're super friendly.
I love- but you know what's funny?
Easygoing, actually.
Most Sag girls that I know are married to Aries guys because they're both fire. I'm like, it's so interesting. And Sag is what I've noticed with them too is they're always mixing up their hairdos. They're one of those, they're one of the signs that like they're like
Like short,
cutting it
long,
short. Yeah,
curly,
they can pull off
straight.
short hair. Yep. Dyeing it different
Huh.
colors.
They
yeah.
like change. I
Yeah.
would definitely say they're like
They
a
get
change
bored
agent.
easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're fun. All right, next
Yeah,
up,
yeah, I like
Capricorn.
Sag.
I know we touched on that a little bit.
Yeah.
We didn't really touch on Capricorn women though. I feel like so Capricorns are very like maternal and paternal, so they love to have kids. Like every Capricorn woman I know, like had kids like right out of high school.
Well, they like anything that's them.
Oh yeah, they're very self-involved,
It has nothing to do with like
self-centered.
they
Yeah,
love children. It's like
Narcissists.
those children are from them.
yeah.
It's like
they
a
look
belonging.
like me.
It's a
Yeah.
possession. It's a belonging.
Yeah.
They're very organized. Like everything I read about a Capricorn kid, my daughter did in elementary and middle school.
Yeah.
Every single thing.
They're hard workers.
President, the teacher's pet, everything I read about, she
Yeah,
did.
because they're like overachievers.
They're overachievers, but they're also very status driven. So
Ah,
they
that's
like
why
to be
she-
like the
That's why she was the vice
pillar
president.
of the community.
She was the vice president
They
of her
love
school.
that.
Yep.
They like to be the leader.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah,
True.
but they're ruled by money. And it's interesting because a lot of times Capricorns will date or marry each other. So remember I told you like my mom and her husband are Capricorns and they used to fight all the time about money. And so as they get older, they kind of like learned how to make that work. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
my daughter is 14. She's a Capricorn. Her boyfriend took her shopping yesterday. And he's 14.
And they're very like materialistic too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
They like
And she, yeah.
nice stuff. Like,
but like for
Yes.
themselves, not for
High-end.
anyone else.
Yeah.
My ex
Like,
would like
really
didn't want to
high-end.
take me out to dinner, but he'd have
That's
4
how
jet
she
skis in his
is
house.
already.
That's a sign of status.
She's 14. That's how she
Yeah.
is already.
Yeah.
And they take care of themselves too.
Yes.
Their appearance is very like put together. They present themselves well.
She wants to go to the nail shop. She goes get her
Yeah.
nails done already.
because that's her image. Like,
Yep.
But I think that's more so, I don't know. I feel like the men are more like that than the women because my mom is sort of like, she's like overly generous. I feel like she would rather like give her money to her kids or something to do nice stuff for themselves. And like, she doesn't really do nice stuff for herself.
I don't know Capricorn women, so
Yeah, but the men, 100%. Like, I feel like my ex was like embarrassed when I would go to Orange County because I have like an older car, like a Toyota, and he was like, "Can we just like get you a new car?" And I'm like,
Yeah,
"Well, you're cheap assing gonna pay for it, you know?"
Right.
yeah, that's embarrassing to him because
Yeah.
if someone saw him
Right.
in the car like with you, he would be embarrassed with the car.
Yeah. So they're all
Right.
about like status, image,
Materialistic.
money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what's theirs is theirs. Like
That's
like
interesting.
that's my Prada, handbag, not yours. Like you can't borrow it.
That's interesting.
But the Cap women I know do like a chase. So remember I was saying that to you because I'm like, oh, okay. I feel like because he was dating one, and I feel like if you're not if you're kind of no longer interested, then they want to reel you back in. Like that's when you're interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is what kind of
Yeah.
happened. But
My ex couldn't have me was the only time he like fell apart.
Right.
Yeah, they're not my best match. Sexually, yes, but beyond that.
I really do think that like they would do really well with their same like an earth sign or a water sign. Like
yeah.
even maybe a Cancer, just because
Or like Pisces.
a Cancer is not going to cost them a lot of money because they like to stay home.
I think my friends are Capricorn and Cancer that I was talking about. She didn't
And
hit
they
me
would
back
like to
yet.
have a nice home. So with a Capricorn, Like,
And the Cancer will stay home and cook dinner.
yeah, and just
Yeah.
take care of things, like very traditional.
Yeah, she always
roles.
says they like anchor wives, like people that aren't going to go anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
She's
funny.
like, Rachel, you're a wild card. No, you're going to
Yeah.
go somewhere eventually.
Yeah, I would tell Rachel that about her Cap, and I'd
Yeah.
say, you're too much of a risk. You're high risk. Like, he doesn't know what you're going to do in a week or a month
Capricorn
or a
she was
year.
dating.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they want that. They
was like
want
my therapist.
security.
Oh, yeah,
like
they do.
stability, and it's like, that's not
Yep.
a Libra's nature.
No.
So it's
Yeah.
like, then again, you're speaking two different languages, and like unknowingly, you could be offending each other without even knowing it. You're just being yourself,
Right.
but it's annoying to the other person.
Yeah. And I think this sex can only keep you together for so long, you know, and eventually it's like, well, let's take a vacation already. You know, and it's like, no,
Yeah.
let's stay home and save money or spend it
Oh,
on
that's
myself.
like
And
a
it doesn't
total waste of
work.
money.
Doesn't
Yeah,
work.
the sex can definitely go nowhere fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we get two more left. Aquarius
What's
is next. So what I do want to say is Aquarius is not a water sign. Their symbol is a water bearer.
Right, I tell people that, but they think it's a water sign, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's
everyone
just a
always
water
thinks
bearer.
that. Water signs
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
are actually the emotional ones, like the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio.
Yeah.
I like Aquariuses. I call Aquariuses serial monogamists, and maybe you'll disagree with me,
Mm-hmm.
but Aquariuses like to be in relationships.
And we also like to be free, so
Right.
that's what people call us weird, right?
I call you humanitarian.
We
so
are very
I
much so.
think you not necessarily like relationships, but you just like to connect with people.
Right.
And I think it's a connection with anyone. Like, I know someone who has an Aquarius moon, and they're always attracting like the most eccentric people, and they don't weed them out. They're like, I don't know why I attract like all these people that are just like oddballs. And I'm like, because you have your moon in Aquarius. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you actually like that. You like people that are different, unique, kind of original, and it's like interesting to you.
Libras actually do
Yeah.
that too. We like weirdos, like
Yeah.
people that just aren't normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also like to be, even though we like to be in a relationship, we like to be free too. We don't like people tying us down and holding us down. So so that's where the struggle comes in, where I don't mind being in a relationship, but don't hold me down. You know, Rachel made a good analogy. She said, "You want to be what did you say? You want to be overseas."
I said
but-
you want to have someone you love with that you're with that you can talk to every day while you're on your trip in Indonesia.
Right,
You know,
Connected.
right. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be held down though.
but you
And
do
then
like
to
to
do
be in,
that.
like I always call them like because I've dated so many Aquarius and my dad is an Aquarius too, and they're like relationship hoppers. Like they go from relationship to relationship to relationship because they're monogamous. Like you guys,
Mm-hmm.
you like to have one partner.
Well, yeah, like who wants to date their mom or their dad? Like you already have that. You don't want somebody like babying you. Or keeping
Right.
tabs on
I'm
you.
trying to keep
And Aquariuses are like the dreamers. You guys are the storytellers. So my dad like loves to tell these long, elaborate stories and paint the picture and all of
Yeah,
that.
you're free
That's what I do
spirit.
for a living.
Like,
yeah.
like you're
Yeah.
a visionary, like you said. Like you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, Aquarius women I find are all like they're always traveling, they're always working out, like they're very all about like nature and just
Spirituality too.
yeah, like you can't like pin them
Very
down.
spiritual.
They're
Yeah.
like really on a spiritual quest.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And they kind of like dabble in all different kind of spirituality like realms.
Mm-hmm. I've dated an Aquarius, and we were just so much alike, and two so easygoing that one of us had to like just make decisions because we both never cared. You know what I'm saying?
whatever you want. No,
Yeah, whatever you want. Whatever you want. No, well, one of us had to say something because we both don't care what. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was.
Yeah.
I guess they could be indecisive, huh? Like,
Very indecisive.
Oh man, I thought I was the indecisive one, but
That's probably why we get along
Yeah.
though, because no one's tripping. It's like,
I can make a decision. Like if it's
Yeah,
like okay,
if
I
I have
don't
to, I
know,
will
fine,
too.
I'll pick one.
yeah, I'll pick one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand that.
But that's what we would have to do because we both would just stay at home and watch TV.
Yeah.
And didn't care unless someone said, "No, let's go dancing." Okay, let's go dancing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
what do you want to
saying?
watch next? I don't know. What do you want to watch?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh no.
Never had a fight. You know what's funny? The one Aquarius I dated, we never fought. Never.
So you could be too much alike. Too,
Yeah, I
which
forgot
is-
why we broke up, but
which
we
is
were
why
still
you
friends.
love
after
Yeah,
we
that's
broke
like
up.
my dad. He's like a doormat. Like, but he was with a Leo who was fiery. So the only time they would fight is because she was fiery about stuff, you know. And then eventually, after 22 years of it, he was like, I can't do it anymore. And he
Yeah.
walked.
Catalyst, yeah.
We
Yeah.
never had a fight. That was crazy.
Yeah.
See, then you don't grow though.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I
it's
agree.
Like, that's like the trade-off.
I
right?
agree. It was too,
Yeah.
Too easy.
Yeah, we both just kind of
Too
faded
cruise
away. I
control.
think. Yeah, we didn't even have a fight when we broke up. Yeah, exactly.
All right. We can be friends, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
We were already friends.
We didn't even
Why
have
wouldn't
a
we be
fight.
friends?
Exactly. We didn't even have a fight when we broke up. It was just like whatever.
Okay, call me tomorrow. Okay, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like it.
If I'm not in Indonesia.
Yeah.
If I'm not my silent retreat.
Exactly.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay. Well, last one up
Last
is
one.
Pisces.
The
Have
fish.
you dated a Pisces? Not good for you.
Almost.
Have you dated any fish?
I've dated a Pisces.
Fish.
I actually dated a Pisces.
You did? How was it?
It what?
It wasn't.
Mysterious? Was she an enigma?
The sex was good. She just
Wasn't she mysterious though? Like you can't even figure it out, can you?
It was weird. Like
Can't put your finger on it. Elusive?
I guess so.
It's like shiny objects, huh?
It
That
was
you're trying to
weird.
grasp, but you can't.
Yeah, it was like
Pisces are like they're like mysterious.
yeah, man. She was
Trip.
weird.
Yeah, well, the men and women are different. I have a lot of Pisces. I will say I have a lot of Pisces guy friends, and they're all brilliant. They're probably one of the smartest people I know because they're the old souls.
So Einstein was a Pisces.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
And they're a lot of Pisces are actual like genius.
Mm-hmm. You know how you said like our signs next to each other are what'd you say?
Oh, yeah,
we're
like brother,
friends?
sister. Yeah.
We're like siblings.
So my 3 best friends are Pisces.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I have a
3
lot
of
of
my
Pisces
guy
guy friends,
friends,
and I swear they're
my
the smartest
3
people
best
I know.
friends are
But
Pisces.
but Pisces are opinionated. You know,
Yeah.
they will fight with anyone about their opinions. Like they're very, very,
Fanatical.
and they're like all about politics and like conspiracy theories.
Yes, one of them for
Yes.
sure.
They're very, very much
Yeah.
into that. But yes, some of the Pisces guys I know are brilliant.
But in a
Also,
relationship though, nah, it didn't work.
yeah, not for you.
Friends though, yeah.
But Pisces men too are like very sexual. They have like very sexual energy because I have a lot of guy friends. And it's funny, like my ex, and they can also be subject to like depression,
Substance.
addiction. Yep. So my ex, I knew him so well. At one point I said, I think your moon sign is Pisces. And he was like, I don't know what that means. I said, ask your mom what time you were born, because he had all the sexual energy. He was really depressed.
Yeah.
But had all these Pisces just like signs to him. And I looked it up and he was Pisces. I was
They
like,
can
I
be
knew
moody.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They can be,
moody, very moody.
And,
Good intuition. Yeah, usually creative. Usually like they're really into music.
yeah, they're into music, art, poetry.
Yeah, they like to be sad. They're like very in touch with their emotions.
Yeah, they're deep souls, and they don't know, like when they cross over, they can get very stuck in like a very like victim mentality. Like they can suffer, but they like to be.
They like to
suffer.
feel that. They want to feel
Yeah.
that
It's
pain.
weird.
It's funny because one was a musician and one was an artist painting the stuff in my room.
Yeah.
Pisces.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
They're interesting.
In the bathroom. Yeah. Seriously. He painted all that.
It's
Yeah.
like
So
they're
it's
gifted, talented, but on the other side of that is like they're like tortured.
dark
souls.
side.
and the other one was addictive. The other one.
Yeah, I dated a Pisces.
Everything you guys are saying, all 3 of
And
them
he
are.
would write me poems. Like, this is why a Pisces should not date an Aries, but this was like in my 20s. So he would write me these poems. I was like, oh my God, like another poem about
Throw
like,
some balls, loser.
it's so sad. He'd be like,
God,
when
that's
are you going to come
funny.
home? I made you dinner.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh,
Never.
That's so nice. Like, that's so domestic. Like, ew, I don't want to go home now. Like, that's so
so
boring.
funny.
That's boring to me.
Yeah.
But he, like, it's funny because it's like we're at different points in our life, we like different things. So now I'm
Right.
thinking, now that I'm older, I'm like, oh my God, that's actually kind of nice. Like
Yeah.
somebody to just like adore you.
But
and,
but a
like,
lot of times
cook you
Pisces
food.
a lot of times date other Pisces.
Right.
Because they speak each other's language. Because I'm usually not sexually attracted to Pisces guys. Like I lost my virginity to one. Like my first love in high school was a Pisces, but ever since him, I don't know.
You're like,
They can
yeah.
I
just be
really,
sappy. Like,
yeah, they're
true.
very
and
emotional.
exhausting. Like, it
Yeah.
could be like emotionally exhausting. Like, I feel like
Yep.
a Pisces is like a sponge, and like every time I try to like build them up or be like, it's okay, you're gonna have a better day tomorrow. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like I can't be.
I
like,
just
the
want to feel these feelings right now,
like, I can't be
okay?
the
Yep.
cheerleader
I totally
anymore.
agree.
Like you're just zapping me,
That's
man.
how they. Yep. That's so
Oh,
funny.
man.
That's you hit it on the button.
It's like I can't go there right now.
I know.
Like
I'm
I
trying to
just
be
have
happy.
function. Like
Yeah.
they take your energy
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah, but they're
That's
good in
interesting.
bed. Like they're good lovers, I would say.
They ask a
Right.
lot of questions. My mom has a friend from childhood and I have a friend from childhood, and she always compares them because she's like, man, they ask just so many questions. It's like, well, what about this? Well, what about this? Well, what about this? And she's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
They want to like analyze. They love analyzing. That's why they love like conspiracy theories. Like they like to analyze. And, Yeah.
That's
But anyways, I feel like we've been talking forever.
Is that all of them?
That's it.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say really fast, like each sign rules a different part of the body. So
Okay.
if you guys are talking about like relationships, like figure out what your person's sign is and then what area of the body that rolls.
Okay.
So like a Pisces is like their feet. So they might like a foot massage or something.
Oh, is that what this is?
Yeah. That's so like Aries like rules my head. And,
Okay.
I actually hate it when people touch my head, but
Oh, okay.
because that's like my space.
Oh, I thought Gemini's was the mouth because they like to communicate.
No, Geminis use their hands.
Oh, okay.
To communicate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it just goes down the body.
That's right.
Like
Interesting.
So what's the
Mine's
T?
my stomach. Do I like to eat?
Taurus, throat.
Okay. And for all the YouTube
Cancer,
viewers, I'll
stomach.
put this up on the screen so you guys can see
Oh, okay.
what we're talking
This is
about.
not accurate. Like we should
okay.
put one up that's like accurate.
Okay.
We can just
Okay.
Google one.
You can just send me one or
But,
something,
yeah.
and I'll put it on the screen,
Okay.
Cool.
for the YouTube.
It's like a diagram.
All right.
Interesting.
Well, I hope you guys all learned about yourselves and who you're compatible with and who to stay away from.
Yeah, that was good, man. That was a lot different from what we did before. So this is
I just want to
Zodiac
I
part
wanted to go
two.
through
This
all of
was
them and
really
just kind of
good.
hang it out. So when
Yeah.
people are listening, they could wait for their own sign and like hear.
No,
you know
this
what
was
I mean?
really good. I learned a
What-
lot.
what
Yeah,
to
this was
say about it.
really, really good. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming in, Kels.
Thanks.
That was really, really cool, man. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, we won't do a dating tale today since we went so long.
Yeah.
But tune in next week. I was about to say next week. We talk about another cool topic. Don't forget to subscribe, so you can get all the good info and stuff. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Everything will be in the description. And remember, we're exposing the truth and broadcasting the lies. And thanks again to Kels for coming in. And she is an astrology subject matter expert.
Yeah.
That's
Certified myself,
Yeah, and that was
and
some
my therapist sometimes,
Yes.
and my intuition.
which is scary.
And that was some very
Bring
good
her on my dates sometimes. I'm like, what do you think? Should I stay or not?
right. And that was some very good info. And all you Tauruses, was it Cancer?
Oh yeah, Taurus and Cancer are not good
Virgos.
for Scorpio.
Capricorn.
Scorpios, Capricorn, stay the hell away from me.
That's half the zodiac, by the way.
That's okay. That's good.
The other half,
Narrow it
It's
down.
quality.
the other half,
Bring it.
let's get it going.
Let's
Bring
have
it.
fun. Let's have a party.
Let's have a party. And we'll invite the Virgo to clean up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Clean up crew.
All right, guys. See you next
Bye,
week.
guys.